Hey, good morning, Mike. This is a quick demo video for you for your Graflex. This is from the Graflex shop. So this is a very nice and accurate Graflex replica. And this saber was actually put together for you by Nate Dalzell. I hope I said that correctly. So it's got this accuracy tape, the grips, your cobalt ring, everything looks very nice on here. You had bought the Solos Hold 7/8 inch blade holder to go with this saber. So I'll show you everything. Okay, it does come apart completely if you want it to do that. First thing we want to do is unclamp the clamp right here, right, to loosen everything up. So we'll just throw that down, but when you do, be wary of your clamp right here because it does become loose. You can just hold it in with your hand, or I just typically just kind of take it out. But that allows us to take the handle off here. You want to turn it counterclockwise and then bring it out. It's on a J-lock system, as you know. All right. At this point, you can take this also and take it out. You also want to turn it kind of counterclockwise and bring it out. Now, I did come in here and I filed down the little nubs that are inside this clamp a little bit so it didn't rub up against the chassis and cause a bunch of scratches and stuff like that, but it would still fit in and lock down. All right. And then this is what your chassis looks like here. So I tried to do a little something different here, make it not so plain. You can see your Proffie board up here. You've got easy access to your SD card and your micro USB. You have a fully enclosed 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. This sounds very nice. And then you have a removable battery set up right here. All right, so all in all, from the outside, if you don't take this saber apart, this is what you're looking at right here. All right. Now, if you wanted to take this apart, it's a two-part thing, right? First thing you'd want to do is you want to unscrew the top switch. These switches are interchangeable, so from this one and the bottom, it doesn't matter which one goes in which area. You can take them both out and just put them back in. But once you take the top switch off, and that exposes your switch, you can come over here and take the bottom off. This is what holds the chassis in. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll unscrew this guy. Kind of hold the chassis with your finger at this point, because once you take this bottom one out, this thing slides all the way out. All right, and this is the Solos Hold 7/8 inch blade holder. I believe it's machined out of brass. It's very nice. It had, basically 3 holes for 40/40 rods. So you can see those rods throughout my chassis up here. I chose not to put the 40/40 nuts on here, but just model in a place where they went. And then I did lock it down with some glue, so it's not going to go anywhere on you. And that's what it looks like up here. Chose not to go with any designs up here because this is typically inside the saber. You never see it. So I just beefed this up with just solid material, so you'd have a good locking device for the blade holder. All right, you've got CC sabers in here for your lit NeoPixel connector. One thing I will say, well, two things I'll say really. This blade holder, the blade socket is super tight. I'm not able to put my 7/8 inch blade in here because it's just so tight. When you get a blade, I can only put it in about that far. You're going to have a designated blade for this saber that you sand down quite a bit so that it fits in here. Because once you sand this blade to fit in this blade socket, it will be too small to use in other sabers that take a 7/8 inch blade. It'll just be too wobbly. All right. NeoPixel was tested outside of the saber. Everything's fine. I'll show you that it lights up fine, but I will not be able to put a blade in it, unfortunately. All right. So yeah, that's what everything looks like outside of the saber. Not sure that you'll ever want to take it apart, but you can take it out whenever you like, and you do it just like that. This is a 1-button setup. So this switch right here on top is what does everything for you. All right. Just like that. Now there is a place for a secondary switch, and typically that would be for this slider right here. But what I found on this saber and most from the Graflex shop is that this does not move freely. Okay, it takes a lot of oomph to make it go back and forth, and it kind of clips. If I were to make that your auxiliary switch, you'd have more problems than enjoyment having to try to work that thing. So I opted to go for a 1-button setup. and you know, that's what we're doing. So to put this back in the Saber, you just want to make sure that this piece lines up with this top hole. Just go ahead and do it, you know, very gently. We'll get it in there. You'll see it slide right in place, just like that. Now when you hold it like this, come over here and screw in the bottom switch. When you screw that down tight, the chassis is locked in place. And then also now we can screw this in and it goes right over the switch. Screw that down tight and you may be able to hear this tactile. Everything's good there. All right. We'll go ahead and throw a battery in this guy while we've got the midsection off. Spring side is the negative side of your battery.
With the blast shield down, I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight?
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
We'll go ahead and we'll put the clamp back on, line it up like so, right? We want the clamp on the side here with the bunny ears. It kind of looks like that, nice orientation. We can come over here, we can put the handle on. Again, as we're sliding this on, it's hard to do two things at once. So give me just a second. We'll slide this on and we'll make sure that our grip is lined up with our control box, our clamp piece, everything's good to go there. We'll go ahead and slide this on. Now, once you put this in, even though it's loose right now, you can come over here and clip this clamp down. And once you do that, everything's tight. So the handle's tight, this clamp card is tight, everything's good to go. Now, I bought this font from Kyberphonic this morning because it's a great Graflex font. It has actually two different fonts. We'll go to the first one, turn this light off, hit power. Very nice, smooth swing. Blaster bolt deflex will just be tapping the button. Got your LEDs in there firing up. Double click the button for blade lockup. We'll turn it off. Now to get to your soundtrack, it is a quick double tap on the button when the Saber is off. Just like that. You turn it off by doing the same thing. Very quick double tap. Just like that. All right, and then to change sound fonts, it's a long press on the button when the Saber's off.
CNC.
I have the complete stock font package on here for you. But if you want to go backwards in the menu, hold the Saber upside down, and we'll do that long press again.
I suggest you try it again, Luke. This time, let go your conscious self and act on instinct.
That was the one we were just on. We'll do it one more time to go to the other font I put on here for you.
What is it? Father's lightsaber. This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
And now we're on to the other one, right? Super solid. Get these different sounds. There's a long press on the power when the Saber's on.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Twist off. Just like that. And then to go over, we'll just go over taking the battery out real quick. Go ahead and unclamp this. Watch out for your clamp card. Typically just put it off to the side. Again, we'll take our handle off. We'll take the midsection off as well. All right. And then we'll come over here from the positive side of the battery over here right next to your speaker. And you should be able to pop it out with your finger just like that. All right. And that is basically your Graflex. Let me know if you have any questions. It's my intention to package this up and hopefully get it out in the mail to you today. All right. Thank you.